Folks, please put your hands together for Darnell Green. Say hello to Darnell.
Oh, man. You guys are gonna have to excuse me. I literally just got in from Colorado. It's my second time out in New York. So I'm a little tired. Oh, man. So I'm gonna sit my black ass down. Fuck y'all. Here we go. I turned 51 this year. 51. Thank you. I'm starting to get that Tom Cruise body. Like I look like I'm in shape until I'm naked, and then shit don't look right. Like why is his nipples on his abdomen? Oh, it sucks getting older. In order for me to make love to my wife now, it has to be 76 degrees in the house. Not 77, not 75, 76 degrees on the dot. Man, back in my 20s, I could fuck in a snowstorm on top of an iceberg with a polar bear watching, but them days are gone, man. I was recently diagnosed as lactose intolerant. I didn't even know you can become. I thought that's some shit you was born with. My favorite thing in the world is milk and cookies. Yeah, favorite. Everyone keeps telling me, why don't you just try almond milk? Why don't you just kiss my ass? Y'all know what almond milk is? I Googled that shit. You crush it up, you soak it in water for like 2 days, and you strain it. That's almond water. You want me dipping my cookies in that bullshit? Fuck y'all! I'm a cookie purist. I am trying to experience new things in life and have some fun. I spent 20 years as a city cop, and I spent 9 years as an officer in the Air Force. The majority of my life was in the uniform. Thank you. So I'm trying to have new experiences. My kid said, Dad, why don't you smoke some weed with us? I figured, shit, if I'm ever gonna try drugs, I guess it should be with my children. I watched my youngest son roll a blunt. Yeah, exactly. Most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. And the whole time he's looking at me and he's like, yeah, Dad, wait till you hit this. I'm like, nah, kid, I ain't putting that in my mouth. It had a shine to it. Also, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I know what you young kids do with your mouths these days. There ain't a place on the human body you won't put your mouth. I know that for a fact with my kids. So I'm like, I'm not gonna sit out in this garage and smoke ass with y'all. No. I'm gonna pass on that. My middle son says, why don't you try a dab? I said, all right. Yeah, exactly. I watched him dab. Your turn. Nigga, I'm not doing that. I just saw what that did to you. And he goes, Dad, if it hits you in your chest like that, that's when you know it's good. I'm 50. That's gonna kill me. Fuck that. So my daughter was like, Dad, try an edible. I was like, all right, cool. Of course, my kids are all trying to get me to do drugs. I was like, all right. So long story short, I don't got time for this one. I tried an edible. I ended up believing I turned into a werewolf. This is no lie, I had my family lock me in the garage. I said, lock me in for an hour. When they came and got me, I was butt naked on top of my motorcycle, grinding it, looking at me. Drugs ain't for me. One of the things that my wife, when I told her I want to try something new, my wife said, "Why don't you try getting waxed?" Exactly. I said, let me watch you get your shit done first. One, I wanted to see her get waxed. Two, I just wanted to see another woman. I'm gonna go down on my wife. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. That's a man's fantasy. So we get there, and the esthetician puts the first piece of wax on, rips it off, shows it to me. She says, "This is the softest piece of part of hair on the body. Touch it." I was like, "I'm good." She goes, "It's so soft," and she puts it on her face. I swear to God, she goes, "It's so soft." Now, part of me was like, and the other part was like, So now it's my turn. It's my turn. So I lay down. She puts the first piece of wax on, rips it off. Not too bad. Now it's time for my dick and balls. So I brace myself for it. She puts the wax on. She stretches my thing and she rips it off. My fucking right leg shoots out. I pee in my own belly button. I was like, Jesus. So then she says, all right, time to get your chode. These are her words. She's like, lay down on your back. I don't know if you're in the back can see this, but I'm gonna demonstrate this shit to y'all. So I get on my back. She says, pull your knees to your chest. I'm like this. She says, how does this feel? I said, it feels like you're about to fuck the shit out of me or put a diaper on me. So then she says, roll over to your hands and knees. Now I'm like this. She said, how does this feel? I was like, this feels so much worse. So much worse. Now, I want to leave you guys with this story before I get out of here. I like to leave people on this story. November 2017, my wife was diagnosed with appendix cancer. She had to have a 16-hour surgery, chemo to save her life. Day after the surgery, she's in the bathroom. She calls me in the bathroom. She says, I need you to get the nurse. I need to wipe. I was like, girl, I got you. I'm going to wipe your ass. We've been together for 22 years. I can wipe your ass. So she bends over. I start wiping. This is how I wipe ass. So I'm wiping her ass, right? On one of my off sweeps, I see some doodle on my thumb. I was like, oh, shit. There's some shit. So after what she went through, I didn't want her to feel bad. So I did the only thing that a husband could do. I wiped it on her shirt. It's her shit. No, I flicked it off. A year later, my daughter, who's 22, is diagnosed with AML leukemia. She has to have a bone marrow transplant and chemo to save her life. We're sitting in the transplant doctor's office. Transplant doctor asked her, when was the last time you had sex? I'm the father of a daughter. Never want to think about my daughter having sex or being tossed up like that. So I'm thinking that had never happened. My daughter immediately replied, yeah, it was a week ago. I was like, this noise came out of my body. Any father who's ever heard their daughter had sex for the first time, this noise. Then he asked her, he was like, did you use protection? She says, no, I don't think so. I was like, oh, you dirty bitch. She went from our baby girl to a hole in 5 seconds. So now it's my turn. 6 months ago, they found a tumor in my hip, and I had my left hip removed. That's why I got a little limp. The downstairs of our cabinet is dedicated to all the medication that my wife, my daughter, and myself is on. For 3 weeks, I was taking this medication. I noticed, damn, my left titty is hurting. Then it dawned on me, when did I get a left titty? It turned out for 3 weeks I've been taking my wife's estrogen pills. I had lost a hip and grew a titty. I want to thank you guys for listening. Thank you. Hey, we all go through stuff. And if anything ever gets too tough for you out there, get a hold of me. DM me, text me. You can come sit outside with the kids and I and smoke ass.